It's not the second Saturday of October, but it is Oklahoma, Texas week, I guess, because October 1st was on Sunday. I don't know. So yeah, the Sooners and Longhorns will tangle for the last time as Big 12 opponents this Saturday. What is the likelihood that this is a Big 12 championship game preview, and who wins at the State Fair on Saturday?
To me, I think it's highly likely. I haven't seen anything to this point to indicate that those are not the top two teams in the Big 12. I think the next closest team in my eyes, in my mind, would be Kansas State. And of course, Kansas State kind of took an early loss that surprised people and knocked them out of the top 25, losing at Missouri. Of course, Missouri's gone on to be 5-0 now. I think K-State's a good team, but minus Deuce Vaughn, and they do still have a good running game, I believe. But minus Deuce Vaughn and some of the people they lost, are they as good a team as last year to return to the Big 12 title game? I don't think so, at least in view, again, of what we've seen from Texas and Oklahoma early, which both of those teams have been very impressive early. And I picked Texas to win this weekend. And to me, it's like the skill position talent that Texas has at wide receiver, tight end, at running back. To me, that's probably the biggest question was how effectively could Texas replace Roschon Johnson and Bijan Robinson? I don't know if Jonathan Brooks is that level of talent at running back, but again, they have so much talent just across the board at the skill positions that I think they're a handful for whomever they play. And now it looks like Ewers is playing better, at least more consistently on a week in, week out basis. So I do think it's a preview of Big 12 championship game, and I picked Texas to win on Saturday.
Zach, what do you say?
I mean, I've been the biggest Texas fan on here all year, right? Not Texas fan, Texas supporter, I guess.
Same. You've been ringing that bell for the long
right, right. So that's not going to change now. I think it's hard for me to find a weakness for Texas. I look at even the defensive line is just elite. The linebackers elite. I guess maybe Oklahoma could try to exploit the secondary and try to get some big chunk plays. If those add up, anything can happen. But I think this is a very clear Big 12 championship game preview. I know your Mark isn't going to like to hear that or want that, but
right.
I think it's pretty clear. And I mean, I like Oklahoma. I like Brent Venables. I think they're headed in the right direction. I think Dylan Gabriel is a very, very good college quarterback, but I just don't think they can shake a stick at Texas, right? I think Texas is on, I think, arguably the best team in the country, right? So
they've been getting some votes at number one, including Kirk Bowles, who Don and I have, and of course we had him on the podcast with Zach too. We've known Kirk a long time, and I would not call Kirk a UT homer at all. He certainly thinks about his vote. So for him to install the Longhorns at number one says something. I'm with you guys. It's certainly setting up as a Big 12 championship preview. And that could be interesting because this could be a game where they learn a little bit about each other, and setting up the adjustments for round two. I do think it'll be a better game than it was last year. It was a rare blowout in this series last year. UT handed it to them. I don't see that happening. I don't care how good Texas is. I think OU is pretty good too. So I think it's much tighter. But the way the Longhorns are going right now, they're looking pretty tough. So, give me the Longhorns on Saturday.